we all think back, we had a fantastic year last year, great promotion, and we celebrated that, you know, very, very fully, as quite rightly so. This year was always going to be a challenge, but what a fantastic season it's been. We didn't get our first win until 10 matches in. You know, we all had doubts about what was going to happen, but boy, we turned it around fantastically, and I think it's a tribute to our players, the players that have come in, and our management, that we've had such a fantastic season this year. So a round of applause to our management and players. Fantastic. What a fantastic season. We've had a bit of a kick around this afternoon. What was the score, by the way? 7-all. Okay. So fantastic that everyone joined in the spirit of it, and I think it went really, really well. I think there was some really funny performances and a few peculiar things going on, but so be it. And great thanks to Hillsey for organising it. So a big round of applause to Hillsey for organising that. Well done. So just thinking about the season and reflecting back, I'd just like to ask a couple of our players to come up initially, just to talk to me, talk to the audience. And I'd just like to ask a couple of players, one, our experienced captain Wes Parker, to come up, and Jeff Lewis. No, you're not going to get away with it, Jeff. Come on, Jeff, let me come. So a few words. How is it you can do a 70-mile bike ride to Brighton and then turn out on Saturday for Wealdstone Football Club? How do you do it, mate?
I get the penalty away though.
No, you must be one of the fittest guys around. I mean, absolutely fantastic. But how on earth do you manage to fit all this in?
Well, yeah, I don't train, so... no, I actually don't train. Time 11 though, Gordon, no?
Okay, so just reflect back on the season, Wes. I mean, it was a difficult start, it was a challenging start, but just talk us briefly through how you saw the season going.
Well, to be honest, we knew it was going to be tough. A lot's been said about the players we lost, you know, Glenn, Petty, Jerome. We knew it was going to be a tough start, tough season, but hands up to the lads today, you know, we dug deep, turned it around, and, you know, we managed to, you know, we set out to stay up, and that's what we did.
Yeah. Okay, well done, Wes. Well, I'm now going to turn to Jeff. Jeff, welcome to the club. It's been a really interesting start for you, but obviously a very experienced player, but boy, have you turned things around, and, you know, had a fantastic... well, you came into the club at the turn of the year, didn't you? But just talk us through how it's gone and your experiences of the club, Jeff.
Take the prices up. Basically, thanks for the gaffer to come and get me, basically, because I had a poor start of the season. Alright, Scotty. Shut down. Right down a bit. Basically, thanks for the gaffer, because he came in. Okay, that's fine. Alright, calm down, you swell. I've had too many drinks. Don't ignore those. Basically, thanks for the gaffer, because he came and saved me. I was at lower stops.
Saved you from lower stops?
He gave me opportunity to come
you
to
grew an
Wealdstone,
extra finger.
and he believed in me, and the fans have made me feel welcome here, and I'm enjoying it every time. Why I put a Wealdstone shirt.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks very much indeed. Round of applause for Jeff and Wes. Thanks guys. And our first award goes to quite a remarkable young man who's done a fantastic job filming all of our matches. And, you know, home and away, he's done an absolutely fantastic job. Young Lawrence Mason came in, you know, obviously when we were struggling to have that facility, and also sort of arguing and fighting for getting, you know, good filming spots away from home has been a challenge for you, I know. But you've done a fantastic job, absolutely brilliant. I think next year you're going to uni, aren't you, Lawrence, yeah. And moving on. So it'll be a big hole to fill, but an absolutely fantastic job. We've all appreciated it, and I'm sure that Gordon uses those videos to great effect. So our first award, it's a joint award this year, but our first award goes to Lawrence. Let's say about our second winner of the President's Award. This guy, we've all known for very many years, has been on the Supporters Club committee, done so many things, and he's probably most well known for those of you who are relatively new to the club as organising our away trips. He's been a fantastic servant to this club. He's also done a hell of a lot of behind the scenes work that a lot of people won't be aware of. But our second award, very deservedly, our second President's Award, goes to one Jez Albert. He's really make actually a special award to Jez Albert. You know, it really is very well merited. I don't know, Howard, whether you want to say a few words as well, because Jez has done so much, not only for the supporters club, but for the main club as well. As you may or may not know, Jez is sort of retiring this year. Not quite sure what that means. I'm sure he'll be back very soon. He'll be very much missed. He's done a fantastic job, as I say, for the supporters club and the main club over very many years. He's not going away or anything, he's just having a rest. I think he's just had enough of it for the time being. We can't quite understand it. We're trying to persuade him to come back. You never know. But the supporters club would, and I'm going to get Howard to make this award, maybe just say a few words as well. But the supporters club want to make a special award to you on behalf of the supporters club.
I'll just add that, well, he talks a lot of nonsense, doesn't he? And if he was serious for a minute, he could even do even more, I think. But no, Jez has been a fantastic support to the club. He's been a great liaison between the club and the supporters club. I think the way he's helped us raise money when Gordon needs a particular player has been fantastic, and it's going to be interesting now to see how the supporters club are going to replace that. The coach travel, which a few years ago we had hardly any, and seeing the sort of double-deckers full to Maidenhead last week was testament to, I think, what Jez has done. So very worthy recognition, and thanks, mate, for all you've done.
Our supporters club supporter of the year is Graham Grim Jones. Okay, so really well deserved. We all know Grim. I don't think he was here this evening. So maybe are for appearance awards. Okay, these are special milestones for the players, and our first appearance awards for 50 appearances is Tom Hamblin. For 100 appearances, and that goes to Elliot Godfrey. 200 appearances for Sean Cronin. Marking a milestone, a fantastic 200 appearances also goes to Jonathan North. But there's an awful lot that goes on outside of the club. A lot of hard work goes on in the bars, in the office, the administration, and we're going to make a special award this evening to 4 lovely ladies who are associated with the club, done a fantastic job, and I'm now going to give, we're going to give some flowers actually to these ladies. The first of which goes to Pauline Warby, done a fantastic job again this season. Come on, Pauline. Award goes to a lady who has assisted our club secretary so ably for a couple of seasons now, I think, and again a fantastic job this year, coming into the new league, more administration, done a great job, and that goes to Alison Angelides. Accolade goes to a lady that puts up with an awful lot in the bars. I've seen it first hand, probably more this season. Does an absolutely fantastic job. helping in the boardroom every Saturday without fail, and that's Alison Moran. So our fourth and final bouquet goes to a lady who was requisitioned by Mr. Rumans and hasn't stopped since, has been behind the bar pulling pints, helping out, happens to be my other half, which has got nothing to do with it. It's Jackie Shaw. Juniors player of the season. So when we did the votes amongst the fans, this was the highest junior vote, and by a landslide the juniors player of the season is Jonathan North. Next award goes for the Players Player of the Season. Apparently the players have voted amongst themselves for who should win the Players Player of the Season, and this year that goes to Jonathan North. So now we come to the big one, the really prestigious award, which I did put out on Twitter the previous winners actually the other day, and there's some really illustrious names on there, including people like Stuart Pearce, Charlie Townsend, going back a few years, Jermaine Beckford, and this is the award that supporters vote for, and they did vote in high numbers again this year, and it is truly a great award. But this year it goes to Jonathan North.
Yeah, all down to Jason, and Jason, the goalie coach, top man. Yeah, the injury wasn't ideal, but last year I didn't have much to do really, getting promoted. But this year's been good fun. Yeah, it's been tough, but yeah, it's been nice to be busy and help to get some points. And yeah, it's been a real nice year. So as a team and personally, it's been great.